Hi, I'm Christina and welcome to my channel, Chriskayoga. In today's video, we will be doing a short stretch sequence for sore muscles. So when you work out a lot or when you're just getting back into working out, you have a tendency to get sore muscles. Your muscles may feel stiff and sore, pretty much, in pain, enabling you to feel maybe like you can't move or like you're moving a lot more slowly than you used to. So stretching definitely helps with these pains that you might be having from sore muscles. So I'm going to provide you with a short stretch sequence that you can come back to anytime that you have sore muscles. For this sequence, you'll need a strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can substitute it with a strap. You can substitute it with a scarf or a belt, and you will need a blanket. You can omit the blanket, but I highly recommend trying it out for the Savasana at the end of the sequence that we'll be doing. And if you don't have a blanket, you can substitute with a thick towel or a thick and sturdy blanket alternative. So let's get started. I'm going to set my props off to the side and come to lying flat on my back. Keep your strap in reach. It's best to keep all your props in reach, but for now we'll just be using our strap. Come to lying flat on your back. Bend your knees. Your feet are flat on the floor. Your knees are pointing up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in for a moment through your nose and a deep breath out. From here, take hold of your strap. Unravel it if it's not already. And raise your right leg. Set the strap on the ball of your right foot and then straighten your right leg up any amount. You can keep a slight bend in it here. And then hold on to your strap in both hands evenly. So you want to be evenly pulling on your right hand and your left hand, and you're gently tugging your leg in and up towards your shoulders. You should be feeling a nice stretch in your hamstrings, in your glutes, on the right side. If you have very flexible hamstrings, you can straighten your knee all the way. If you have tight hamstrings, I recommend having a slight bend, especially since this is the first stretch of the sequence. Be very gentle with yourself, especially since your muscles are sore. You should just take it easy and ease into the stretches as best you can. Take one more deep breath in and deep breath out through your nose. Release the strap from your foot. You can leave the strap on your body. We're going to use it shortly. Take your right ankle, cross it over the left thigh, and then hold on behind the hamstring on the left side, gently pulling your legs in towards your shoulders here. Where I was trained, this stretch is called thread the needle. A lot of other people call something else thread the needle. I'm not quite sure what their version of it is, but if I ever say come to thread the needle, this is what I'm referring to. It's a lot of people call this pose supine pigeon pose. So I guess you can call it either, but I call it thread the needle. Slowly release your hands from your leg and uncross your legs. Place the bottom of your right foot on the floor and then raise your left. Take your strap once again, place it on the ball of your left foot, holding the strap evenly in both hands. Stretch your left leg up any amount and breathe here. Feeling a gentle stretch in your left hamstrings and your glutes. As I say in most of my classes, using your breath to help you stretch is more beneficial than you might think. So on each exhale, as you're releasing your breath, you can gently stretch deeper. So whichever stretch you're doing, in this case, we're pulling our leg towards our shoulders and towards our head. So we're pulling it up, I guess you can say, up and back. So with each exhale that you take, you can just ever so slightly deepen the stretch. And you can do that every time you stretch with any stretch that you're doing. And it definitely helps a huge amount in getting deeper into your stretches, gaining more flexibility, and slowly release your foot from the strap. You can set your strap off to the side now. We won't be using it anymore. And then cross your left ankle over your right thigh, knee out to the side. Take hold behind your right leg, feet are flexed. Gently pull your legs in towards your shoulders. You should be feeling a stretch in the outer thigh on the left side, deepening a stretch in your hip sockets. Hold here for one more breath. Slowly release your hands from your leg, uncross your ankle from your foot. Bend your knees, hold on to your legs, and breathe here. Apanasana, hugging your legs in towards your shoulders. If you would like, you can rock from side to side. This just gently massages your low back on the floor. It's uncomfortable for some people, especially if you have a bony sacrum. So if it's uncomfortable for you, then just stay still. If you're moving, just come to stillness. And then roll onto the right side of your body, releasing your hands from your legs, and make your way up to a seated position. So we're actually going to come onto our hands and our knees. So touch your big toes together behind you. Sit your hips onto your heels. Be sure that your knees are apart. And then bring your head to the ground for child's pose. Take a moment here. Sink those hips down towards your heels as much as you can. Feel your hip creases softening. Slowly come back up onto your hands and knees. Shins are parallel to one another. Step your right foot forward in between your hands. Bring your knee right above your right ankle. And then keeping the left knee on the floor behind you. Your top of your foot is on the floor on the left side as well. And hold here in a low lunge stretch. Gently sending your hips down towards the floor. You should be feeling a pretty deep stretch in the front of your left hip, unless you're very open in your hips, which is possible. I'm not open in my hips, so I'm feeling a stretch here right now. And from here, you'll send your weight. So we're shifting our weight back onto our left knee. You're going to flex your right foot and straighten your right leg, keeping your hands on the floor, and relax over your knee. Relaxing over your right leg, folding forward. If your left knee is sensitive, you can take a pause for a moment, grab your blanket that I had you get from earlier, and then place it underneath your knee for cushion, or you can fold your yoga mat over like this, and then set your knee down onto the doubled over yoga mat, and that also provides padding as well. Slowly shift your weight forward, back towards your right leg. You can move your hands as well. And bringing that right knee directly above your right ankle once again. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Send your right foot back. Your right knee is back down onto the ground. Switch sides. Lunge your left leg forward and stay in this low lunge on the left side. Shift your weight back over onto your right knee. Once again, giving yourself padding if needed. Flex the left foot and straighten the left leg. This is just a hamstring stretch. Maybe some might call it a runner's stretch on the left side. Slowly send your weight back into your left leg, bending your left leg once again. Stay here for one deep breath. And send your weight back to both knees. You can come to a seated position on the ground. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Bend your right knee and then turn the leg out. Bring the knee out to the side. Place the bottom of your right foot to your inner thigh on the left side. On your inhale, lengthen your spine. And on your exhale, fold over your left leg. Holding on anywhere on your leg that you can reach today, and just relax over in a forward fold. Slowly make your way up. Bring the left knee to bend as well, and then bring both feet to meet each other. Inhale, knees are out to the side, sitting up tall. Exhale, forward fold, Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Look down towards your feet, holding onto your feet with your hands. If you'd like a deeper hip stretch, you can use your elbows to help your knees down towards the floor. If you don't want a deeper hip stretch, you can skip that step and remain in your forward fold. And slowly make your way up. Out of your forward fold, keep your left leg bent, stretch your right leg out, bring the bottom of your left foot to your right inner thigh. Inhale, lengthen your spine up, and exhale, fold over your right leg. Place your hand anywhere you can reach on your leg or your foot and relax over your right leg. And slowly make your way back up to a seated position. Bring your legs in and we'll come to lying on our backs. This is where your blanket will come in. So fold the blanket or a towel into a rectangle, or I guess this is a square. And then from here, roll your towel or blanket or whatever you're using into a fairly thick roll, and then place it underneath your knees. It's just a little easier on your low back for our Shavasana of this sequence. Doing Shavasana is a great way to allow your body and your muscles to recover. So I highly recommend it if you have sore muscles. And then this just allows you to alleviate any soreness you might be having in your low back. So once you're lying down in your Shavasana with your prop, place your hands on the ground next to your body, palms facing up. Close your eyes and come back to your breathing. I hear a lot of people say that focusing on your breath is boring, or you can't quiet the millions of thoughts that are passing through your mind. And that is completely 100% natural. So just trust the process and watch your thoughts pass as you're here, as your body is silent and still. Watch your thoughts pass and continue just to trust the process as you deepen your breath. Breathe as deeply as possible. Take as many inhales. Breathe as deeply as you can. Lengthen your inhales and extend your exhales as much as possible. And if your mind travels to a thought, or it travels to 10 thoughts, just notice that they're there, and when you're aware that your mind is on your thoughts, come back to your breath. Simply set the thought to the side and pay attention once again to your breath. Bring some slight motion back into your body. Gently moving your hands and your feet, your arms and your legs. Roll onto the right side of your body, bending your knees, and rest there with your arm underneath your head for support. Use your hands to help you come up to a seated, cross-legged position. Cross your shins, flex your feet underneath your knees, place your hands on your legs, and sit up tall. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose, expanding your rib cage, and a deep breath out through your nose. Bring your hands to meet at the center of your chest, and bow your head to your fingertips. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the class. Please subscribe for new free yoga videos every week, and you can follow me at chriskayoga on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Thank you so much. See you next time.